take the same amount of energy that we put into other people's stuff and put it into our own stuff, how successful our own stuff would be. Think about this. We go into debt, mind you,
Yeah.
to pay for our education,
Yeah.
right? School loans that we can never get out of
You're right.
until we pay for it, right?
You're right.
We take that same energy, that same money, the same everything to pay for that, and then we get a skill set that we cannot use in the job market.
Right.
Because once you get on the job that you've just taken 4 years out of your life or 8 years out of your life studying for, and paying for, going into hop for, tens of thousands of dollars, you get on the job and they're like, okay, yeah, that's theory on school. This is how we do it. Okay? So now that education was a waste.
Yeah.
Because if you just said, okay, well, if they're going to throw all that away anyway, why don't I just go straight on in there so they can teach me how they want me to do this in the first place?
Right.
Okay, so now you are 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $100,000 in debt. This opportunity that we have here in Empowered Network, if you're going to go all in, you're at $5,125.
And you know, you say
Hold
that.
on, I'm going somewhere. $5,125, and you get an education in the marketing arena, the business building arena, from millionaires who know what they're doing, who have been successful inside of the marketplace. You get mindset training, and you get real world activity, not theory.
Yeah.
Real world knowledge on how things go in and out of the industry. You get a skill set that you can build any business that you so choose, and you can have it set up in a way where you've got your marketing in place, you've got your leverage points in place, all of the things necessary in order to make it successful. Things that Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 100 companies, Fortune 10 companies pay tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to know.
You see, and I knew you was gonna go there, but this is what I wanted to ask you. Because you know, it's like when you work for somebody, you work your heart out, you work hard to, you know, because you know you're gonna get paid. But when you're working for yourself, why does that drive go away?
Because people are taught not to value themselves. They're taught not to love themselves, and they're taught to discount what they have to offer. That's what we're taught. Think about the schooling system right now. The schooling system is not geared towards teaching you how to expand on your own vision, to expand on your knowledge base, to expand on what your skill set is that you can bring to the marketplace so that you can run your own business.
Right.
It's not geared towards entrepreneurship.
Right.
It's geared towards slavery. Okay, look, you will learn this and then we will fit you into this cog right here.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're expendable.
Yeah.
You know, we will tell you when you can have time off. We will tell you how much you get paid.
Yep.
We will tell you when to go to the potty. Okay? We have small kids, so that's what we're about, right? So we will tell you how to do these things. And if you don't like it, well, we'll give you a pink slip. Then you have to now go search for another slavery, cubicle to lock yourself into.
Yes, thank you.
Okay? So now we basically pay to enslave ourselves.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So now, when you tell a person, hey, you know what, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to take $5,100, 25 cents, and $19.95, $20 a month, you know, in order to build a business and to be trained by top income earners. You know, they'll say, you're crazy. You're going to spend what? On what? On some scam? What are you doing? Okay, you know, what is this, a pyramid scheme? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Think about the pyramid scheme though, okay? You go into school from elementary. Your mind is controlled from elementary all the way into college.
Yeah.
You are taught to go into debt to get a college education, a debt that you cannot get out of. You can never get out of until you pay it off. You can't even bankrupt yourself out of it.
You're right.
In order to go and insert yourself into the biggest pyramid scheme that there is, corporate America.
Yeah.
Okay? So now you are working your way up that ladder. Miserable in your life. You cannot stand your life. Okay? You don't have time for your family. Don't have time to really build meaningful relationships with people because you're working. And you're not even working at your own dream. You're working at somebody else's dream. So now you are in debt. You have to take a certain portion of your paycheck that is taxed up the wazoo if you're in a certain income bracket. You know, you have no write-offs for it, and so now a certain portion that must go to your education repayment of the loan, unless you're still in school, racking up more debt. You know, so that certain portion of your check has to go towards paying for that, or your wages will get garnished. Because they will get their money.
Oh yeah, so I already know.
So now, after all of that, after all that's said and done, you get into a job that you got to work yourself up into. Now that is pyramid scheme, because see, the people at the bottom aren't making any money.
Right.
They are pressing buttons. They are the cause. The people a little higher than them are making a little bit more money, but they're owned, because they can't even go on vacation without getting a phone call.
Right.
You're on vacation. You're supposed to be relaxing, right? 2 weeks. Maybe 3 if you're good.
Enjoying yourself.
Okay? Enjoy yourself, allegedly. But you can't really enjoy yourself because you start the countdown in your mind. Okay, I'm here for 2 weeks. Wow. I've only got 13 more days and my vacation's over. Wow. I've only got 12 more days of my, you know, it's like that 12 days of Christmas song, right? So now you're going through all of this, and then finally you get down to your last day, and you're miserable that last day because you know you've got to go back to work. How much vacationing did you really get done? Now, mind you, something happened in the office. So 3 days into your vacation, you're getting a call. You got to excuse yourself from your family, go and handle that situation. Okay, now you're a little flustered because that situation kicked off, you know, the wrong way in a minute. So now you're on edge, like, okay, am I going to get a call when I'm in the middle of this Celine Dion concert? You know, or Tupac or whatever. Am I going to get a call that they're going to, I have to now exit that in order to now fix another problem at the office?
So are you now still on a vacation?
You're not on a vacation because you're still enslaved, because they still have your mind enslaved, right? So now, here it is, you finally are coming back from vacation, you are stressed out to the max because you did not get the relaxation in, and you're ticked off because you didn't even get to enjoy your time out there. Your wife or your husband ticked at you because you were working during vacation. Your kids, they didn't see you because you were working during your vacation. So now, what was that? That's enslavement. It's enslavement, okay? So that's the thing, is that, when all is said and done, if we would just stop for a short period of time to think about what really the pyramid scheme is, what really in slavery is, we would realize that most of us, not us, most of us though are in slavery. We do not own our own lives. We just have a better furnished cage, but it's a cage nonetheless. Because if you were getting $1 million a year, but your time is still not your own, it's still a cage. Maybe a golden cage, but it still has boundaries.
Right.
Our life is about taking those boundaries down. Whether you are making $5,000 a month or $1 million a month, if you own your own time, that's freedom. That's what this is all about.
Do you know the model for Empower Network?
The model? What do you mean? The core commitment?
The whole theme of Empower Network. Do you know that Empower Network the theme of it is building your business while having a life?
Yes. Building your business while having a life. And really, ultimately, if you boil it all down, it's about having freedom. Because if you could build your business where you have an income coming in, income disclaimer, not everybody, makes money at this, because everybody has a different situation. They approach things differently. Some people do what they're supposed to do in order to make it happen. Some people don't, Results of those high income earners are not typical, but they work for it, And one thing about this network is that they do have an income disclaimer, right inside of the website where you're able to go and you're able to see what the average earnings are.
www.empowernetwork.com/income-disclosure.php. You go to that website, you'll see what he's talking about.
Exactly. So, back to the whole freedom, trail, is that when you weigh between having, a boatload of money and no freedom, and having money that may or may not be high or low or whatever, but you have exactly what you need and what you want in life, that's true freedom. Oh, okay. That's true freedom. Yeah, be free. Yes, that is true freedom right there.
Oh, that's Evan.
And
Evan Anderson.
As we focus on that and really apply ourselves to that, I mean, think about it. Take a couple of hours